Imagine this. You walk into a room. You do not say a single word, and yet people already feel something about you. Why? Not because of your face, not because of your clothes, not because of your social status, but because of invisible psychological signals. Signals your mind is sending through posture, tone, timing, and behavior. Signals that people read instantly, without thinking. Some of these signals increase your presence. Others quietly reduce it. And the most dangerous part is this. Most people never realize they are sending the wrong signals. Today, we are not talking about beauty. We are not talking about money. We are not talking about popularity. We are talking about 7 psychological habits that secretly make you less attractive to others. Even if you are kind, even if you are intelligent, even if your intentions are good, and if you recognize yourself in even one of these habits, changing it can completely shift how people respond to you, how seriously they take you, and how much influence you carry in a room. Let us begin. Number 1, avoiding eye contact. Eye contact is not just social behavior, it is psychological communication. When you look at someone calmly and naturally, you are sending 3 powerful messages. I am present. I am confident. I'm not afraid of this interaction. But when you avoid eye contact, the brain does not think this person is shy or respectful. Instead, it often assumes discomfort, insecurity, or low confidence. Even when that assumption is completely wrong, human beings respond to perception, not intention. So even if you are capable and intelligent, your presence becomes weaker before you even speak. This does not mean staring. Staring creates tension and pressure. What you want is balanced. Look while listening. Hold the gaze for a moment. Then, look away naturally. This simple habit increases trust, authority, and connection. It tells people that you are emotionally stable and socially grounded. Sometimes, 2 seconds of steady eye contact can change the entire energy of a conversation. Number 2, talking about plans without action. Let me ask you something. How many people have you met who constantly talk about their goals, their projects, their big future ideas, but nothing ever seems to move forward? At first, people feel inspired. Then they feel uncertain. And eventually, they stop believing. Why does this happen? Because credibility is built through action, not intention. The brain tracks consistency. It remembers patterns. It pays attention to what you repeat, not what you promise. When someone talks without delivering, people begin to emotionally disconnect. Not because they are bad people, but because the brain protects itself from disappointment. Strong people move quietly. They do not announce every step. They allow results to speak for them. If you want to increase your psychological attractiveness, reduce the talking and increase the doing. Let people notice your progress naturally, instead of hearing about it before it exists. Number 3, using too much permission-seeking language. If that is okay with you, if you do not mind, only if you want to. These phrases sound polite, and politeness is important. But when they appear in almost every sentence, they start to communicate something else. They communicate hesitation. They communicate fear of disagreement. They communicate uncertainty about your own position. In work environments and social groups, this can slowly reduce how seriously people take you. Not because your ideas are wrong, but because confidence strongly influences perception. You can be respectful and still be direct. You can be kind and still be clear. Instead of asking for permission to exist in the conversation, state your point calmly and firmly. People naturally trust those who trust themselves. Number 4. Talking too much. Many people believe that talking more makes them more interesting and more likable. Psychology says the opposite. When someone cannot tolerate silence, it often signals anxiety, overthinking, or the need for approval. But calm people are comfortable with pauses. They do not rush to fill every moment with words. They listen, they observe, then they respond intentionally. And when they speak, people pay attention. Silence creates authority. It creates curiosity. It creates emotional control. You do not need to prove your value with noise. Sometimes the strongest presence in the room belongs to the person who speaks the least, but says exactly what needs to be said. Number 5. Constantly justifying yourself. Let us be honest. How often do you feel the need to explain your decisions to everyone? Why you chose this? Why you said that? Why you acted a certain way? Occasional explanation is healthy, but constant justification is not. When you justify yourself all the time, you are sending a message of self-doubt. You are saying, I am not sure my choices are valid. I need approval to feel comfortable with my decisions. But confident people do not live in defense mode. They make choices. They accept responsibility, and they move forward. Not everyone needs to understand you. Not everyone deserves an explanation. The less you feel the need to defend yourself, the stronger and calmer your presence becomes. Number 6. Interrupting others. Interrupting is often mistaken for confidence, but psychologically, it signals impatience and insecurity. It tells the other person, my thoughts are more important than yours. And people never forget how you made them feel. Strong communicators allow others to finish speaking. They listen fully. Then they respond clearly and calmly. This creates respect, and respect creates influence. If you want people to value your words, you must first show that you value theirs. Real confidence does not rush. It waits, and then it speaks with purpose. Number 7. Trying too hard to impress. This habit is extremely common. People want to be liked. They want to be accepted. They want to feel valued, so they perform. They exaggerate. They adjust themselves to fit expectations. But this behavior is driven by fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of rejection. Fear of standing alone. Jim Rohn once said, do not try to impress, try to express. Trying to impress means chasing approval. Expressing means owning who you are. When you express yourself honestly, you become grounded and consistent. And people are naturally drawn to consistency. They may not agree with you. They may not always like your choices, but they will respect your stability. Authenticity combined with confidence is far more powerful than perfection. Final message. Attraction is not about being louder. It is not about being nicer. It is not about trying harder. It is about psychological stability. It is about calm confidence, clear boundaries, and self-respect. When you respect yourself, others feel it. When you move with certainty, people respond differently to you. Changing these habits will not transform your life overnight, but it will transform how people experience you. And when that changes, your relationships improve, your influence increases, and your opportunities expand. Because in the end, people do not follow words. They follow energy. They follow certainty. They follow presence. See you in the next video.